friends, and welcome back to episode 2 of Teacher Time with Shani. That's me. And look who I have here. Me too. Say hi. Okay, so he's a bit shy at the moment, and also because of the awkward spot that I'm sitting in, I decided to sit in the door of our garage because I needed a change of scenery. Like, my room is a bit too stuffy at this moment, now that we are on lockdown. I hope everybody is prepared for this lockdown. Are we prepared for this lockdown, Mito? Great answer. Wow. Let's get started. Mito, you see me. This video series is called Teacher Time, and it's basically me explaining or answering questions that people have about me being a first year teacher. How cool, me? And then they heard you yesterday when you were anyways, by the way, I found him in the bathroom chilling there by the shower, and he was just like chilling there like, oh hi, you finally come to fetch me. I'm like, bro, it's been 20 minutes. But yeah, found him there. So that's where you were when I was busy recording the first video, just by the way. But yeah, anyways, let's get started. Mito, do you want to choose the first question? Let's see. Which question do you think we should? Oh, great question. Great. So he said, time management tips for teachers. Now, one of my aunties at the school. So I have the two aunties, which are the two admin ladies, but I don't want to say their names. But they're like my school moms, basically. So one of them actually said to me, Shani, you have to mention the time you got locked in at school. Y'all, I got locked in at the school. Oh, you know what happens is, do you want to go back? I'm gonna take him back, be right back.
Jy is my Sterre Diamant, silver.
I see you. Back to the actual situation at hand. Sorry, my bird just needed to be delivered back into the cage. Even though he doesn't actually chill inside his cage, he just like chills wherever he wants to. He just chills on top, and then he like walks all over the house. Anyways, what was I talking about? Time management. Yes, so I got locked in at the school. Y'all, do you know how important it is to be able to manage your time as a first year teacher? This term, I honestly had 0 minutes for myself personally. It was so much, managing your class, planning lessons, doing assessments, checking for the other subjects, extramurals, this, that, and the other, marking books, marking tests, marking this, there's so much that you sort of lose track of time. So with me, how I would manage my time is I would go very early in the morning. Sometimes I'd leave at 5:45, get to school at about 6 o'clock, and then I'd like work for like an hour and a half till staff meeting. And almost every single day I would end up staying after school to like do admin, finish things. The other teachers would leave and I'd be like, bye. But I'm still sorting out things because I didn't want to bring work home. I ended up doing that either way, but like I didn't want to bring work home. So time management, I would definitely say allow yourself that stressful first term. I'm not a professional. I'm not a non-first term yet, since even though it technically ended technically. But I think as a first year teacher, you need to figure out what all it is that you need to spend your time on. So I would suggest creating like not a schedule, but more like a list of things that you need to put time into. Perhaps whether you put a playlist on and check how many songs has passed and count the amount of minutes that it takes up to mark like one set of books, just sort of be aware of how long would it take to mark this type of test. How long does a creative writing or a skryfstuk take to mark? How long does it take to mark books, to set up a test paper? This meeting will take this much time. Allow yourself that first term to definitely just get used to it, get in the hang of it, because now I feel like when I go into second term, I know exactly what I'm expecting. I know exactly how I should lay out my times or my daily schedule for what should I do this, when should I do this, how much time must I take after school to work on this, is there time needed in the weekend, do I need to do this, long story short, in the first term, you are getting used to everything, the workload, the admin load, what all needs to be done, and allow yourself that first term to get a hang of how much time needs to be spent on each thing. And then in second term, you can plan your time accordingly. Like for example, now because of le coronavirus and le lockdown, I brought all of my school things home. I'm really going to take the time to plan and prep. I've actually already done it halfway for term 2, because we don't know if the time's going to be extended or shortened. So yeah, hectic. So like now I'm taking my time sorting out my life, and then when I go back, I'm going to take things a bit more chilled, because second term is exam term and it's going to be quite hectic, you know, because the kids are losing out on quite a couple of weeks because of the coronavirus. Okay, anyways, enough with this coronavirus. So yeah, time management, just do it. Next one, tips for first year teachers. You know what, I'm going to answer that one right at the end, because I feel like then I can sort of conclude everything. You know what, that reminds me of, you know, in BTS's new song On, when they go na na da na da na da na every day, oh na na na, oh catch a wild thing. Oh wait, anyways. Sorry guys, you know what, yo, BTS. I'm actually, I don't know why I'm looking here. I don't have a watch on, but I'm actually excited because today's Tuesday and the next Run episode is going to be out at 2 o'clock. So I'm looking forward to that. What's the time now? My phone's here. I can't. Never mind. All right. What was the question? Yes, I'm skipping the tips for first years because I'm going to shush it to the end. How did your parents respond to you as a new teacher? I did actually ask the person to specify, and they mean, how did the class parents, my kids' parents, respond to me being a first year teacher? I have actually had a good amount of support coming from them. None of the parents have been overbearing. None of them have been complaining. They've set up meetings with me to discuss, you know, their kids and their quirks, and you know, what I could recommend to help them with this and this. But no one's been mean to me. No one's been overbearing. No one's been forceful. I actually had a parent message one of the other teachers saying, hey, just checking in, like, is Shani getting enough support, you know, because since she is a new teacher, just want to make sure that she's all okay, but shame, I don't want to ask her, you know, just checking. And I'm like, that's so sweet, you know, the fact that they're thinking about me, as in, like, is she doing okay? Because it's so amazing. Like, my parents will literally email me, be like, hey, hope you're doing well. Thingy told me that today was a bit of a rough day in the classroom. Hope everything looks up for you. Have a great afternoon. Almost all the parents emailed me to say, please stay safe during the lockdown. Let us know if there's anything that we can do. I have a class mom as well, so the class mom is in charge of all of the communications between all of the other parents and me. So the parents can email me, but she's the only one who I can send messages to, and then she'll send it on the WhatsApp group. So even she's so wonderful. She is lovely, and she's so helpful, and she's like, let me know if I can do this. I'll send this message out. Here's this and this and this. And I'm just like, they are so amazing. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that they are being so kind to me. Obviously it is only the first term. Basically this entire term's work was revision of grade 3, but we'll see, you know, as the year goes on. But at this point in time, I'm very thankful that the parents of my kids, even though they know I'm a new teacher, they've been nothing but supportive. So I'm so happy. Yay. Okay, next one, let's get it. How did they respond to your love of BTS, and has anybody said they dislike BTS? So by they mean the parents and the kids. My kids love BTS. Look guys, I love BTS. For those of you who are watching this video for the first time, I love BTS. They are like, I have almost every single song of theirs downloaded on my phones. I keep up to date with them on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. They're my favorite band. So obviously, like, my wallpaper is BTS and da-da-da-da. And it's so funny because on my phone, I do this thing with my kids where I say, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this, and you need to do this. I'm putting the timer on for 3 minutes and go. And then they have like a whole chaos moment and everybody's trying to get everything, but they know that they need to get it done before the timer goes off, because as the timer goes off, I'm going to start teaching. And if they're late, then it's a them problem. But yeah, no, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Shame. I do wait, but like, you know, but they get so hyped. It's so awesome. And now the alarm for that is Idol by BTS. So you do not understand. It is at that point where they'll be like, Miss Khan, please let it play for the whole song. Miss Khan, please. And then they literally, my class starts saying, like, can't call me artist. And then half of the class goes, artist, can't call me idol, idol. Oh my gosh. My kids love BTS. And then whenever they see my wallpaper, it's like, Miss Khan, is that one? Is that Kim Namjoon? Miss Khan, you're gonna marry Kim? Yes, I mean, you know, but no hectic shit. But yeah, they get so excited. And from the parents, I have had maybe 2 or 3 parents mention BTS, but they just mention it in like, so this one told me that I should go and check out this video of BTS, and I was actually quite interested, you know. And then I get an email from a parent, hey, this one told me to send you this picture that she found of this King Namjoon guy. So they say King Namjoon. It was so funny, to put as your wallpaper. And like, the parents are just going with the flow. But I did I did find out from the school, like from the other teachers, like, is it okay for me to even mention BTS and things, because they are child friendly. So I did check that whatever like they know about BTS or the songs they hear, obviously everything's in Korean, and BTS doesn't swear in their songs, so it doesn't even matter. But like, yeah, so it's yay, love it, woo. Okay. And then it's so funny because then my kids come to me, Miss Khan, yesterday I spent the whole day watching BTS videos. So did you know that this? I'm like, yes, honey, I did know. But thank you for knowing too. Oh, I love it. It sits like this, you know, like there's a teacher at the school and his entire classroom is Batman themed. And then there's like, it sets this extra bit of relationship between you and the learners, that there's something that they know really interests you, and it puts you deeper with each other. What's the proper English? My English is cloud for the week. For the week. In order for the kids to feel like they trust you to come and talk to you about things, whether it's like school related things or home related things, they need to feel that you trust them as well, that you feel comfortable around them as well. So I feel like me sharing BTS with them is just kind of like setting that sort of common ground, that, you know what, I'm telling you about what it is that I like so much. You are more than welcome to share with me what it is that interests you, that you love talking about, that you get excited about. So I'm really glad that there's something of mine, that there's an interest of mine that is child friendly, appropriate for them, and that we can sort of like, you know, just low key vibe with at the same time, you know. So like, my kids, they just know. I love it. Okay, what's time? 14 minutes. Okay, maybe I can do one more and then we can sort it. Like, I tried to do my hair nicely. Look at this. Oh, why is my life like this? Anyways, let me go back. Did you notice a difference in behavior in boys versus girls? Not really. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's because human beings in life have become a bit more sort of accepting of diversity, but also drifting away from like gender stereotypes per se, that my kids this year are pretty much on par with each other, boys versus girls. The interests interlink, the conversations that we have interlink, and their behavior also interlinks. I can't directly say, no, my boys are like this and my girls are like this. I can't say that because it's not like that at all. Everybody has this perception that, oh no, boys are rowdy, they're gonna, you know, be so messy. I mean, the neatest kid in my class is a boy. And there's certain people that wouldn't expect that. The one with the best handwriting is a boy. Certain people that wouldn't expect that. Then there's a girl who can literally name you parts of a car. Because I mentioned that, oh, I sent my car in for a service. She's like, oh, Miss Khan, are you getting this type of service or this type of... I'm like, you're 9 years old. How do you know this? I don't even know it. I just say, okay, here's my car. Thank you very much. Fix it. But like, it was, you know, I really like that. And with the behavior, this actually links into another question that was asked. What is your behavior system? Sorry, low battery. What is the question? Where is it? classroom behavior strategy. Okay, so this links in with this. So I have this strategy that I actually got inspired from by my mentor teacher in second year at another primary school, a private primary school here in Strand. And she had like a pencil chart. But now because my classroom theme is ocean theme, mine's a sharky chart. So there's a picture of a shark. Then there are 3 blocks. There's a green block, there's an orange block, and there's a red block, okay? Now, at the beginning of every single day, my kids start on green, okay? If they remain on green by the end of the day, they have group points and they get added 20 points per kid to each group. However, during the day, if they start to misbehave or they're not doing their work or if they didn't do their homework, I tell them to move their shark. So they go and they move their name to the orange block, okay? Cool, that's the warning. So now they know, listen here, be on edge, be aware, act right. Cool. If they misbehave during the day, or there's something that happens, or they didn't do their homework again, then they move their names to the red block. And as soon as they move their name to the red block, they get a behavior slip. Now, these behavior slips is like a system that all of us are using in the grade. And then you basically write down what the kid is getting it for, and you tick it off, and you send it home, and the parent needs to sign it in acknowledgement of the kid's behavior of that day, for that day. They bring it back. If a child receives 6 behavior slips, they sit a detention, which takes place on a Friday afternoon. None of my kids have sat detention. I don't think there's any kid that has sat detention this term, but I'm not exactly sure about the other classes' kids. But none of my kids have sat detention this term. This system works really well because, look, the kids are very keen to get their points at the end of the week. At the end of the week, whichever group got the most points, they get a chewy. So a little yum yum yum, like a little sweet that I have in like a jar. And then I have 2 jars in my class. I have the sweets that they get at the end of the week for the group points, and then I have another jar. And those are those super tiny gummies. And those ones, I do pop quizzes with my kids. Like almost every single day, I do at least 1 pop quiz. So it's information that's more around like definitions. Like, for example, the last pop quiz I can remember we did was on degrees of comparison. There's the positive, the comparative, and the superlative. I don't know how to pronounce that. But I just checked, like, pop quiz, does anybody know what the third one is, you know? And then they like put up their hands and then they check. And then when we do the life processes, who can name me all of the life processes, the 7 life processes? And then they score like bam, bam, bam. So yeah, they love their pop quizzes. It really encourages them that when I teach them words and definitions and things, they try and remember it a bit more because they know at some point in the week, I will end up asking them about it. And then they can get a chewy, you know? And who doesn't want a chewy? Even me, sometimes I sit there and I eat the chewies. But yeah, so to cap off behavior, I did not notice a particular difference in behaviors between boys and girls. Pretty equal, all pretty excited to work towards getting their individual points. Oh, they also have these little gold circle stickers because it was like super cheap. Like a lot in this one little box, and then I made them a star chart. So this star chart they have pasted in their homework diaries. Anytime they do something helpful, they do something kind, they do something where they show that they're a good human being or work on their value of the month, they can go and get a star, and then they can put it on the star chart. 1 completed row of stars adds 30 points to their group points as well. So they'll be like, I got a full row of stars. So it's basically like if someone knocks over someone else's stationery, those who go and help them pick it up can get stars. If, say now, for example, I'm staying after school, but I saw that they didn't sweep properly, then one of them will be like, Miss Khan, can I sweep quickly? And I'll be like, yeah, sure, you can get a star, my darling. You know, and then they get so excited. And especially, I love seeing full stars, full rows of stars, because that means that those kids have been especially kind, especially helpful. And I think it helps them build that sort of, you know, sense of responsibility and awareness towards being a good human being. So yeah, that's it for the behavior. Oh, 24 seconds past 20 minutes. Oh, oopsie. Okay, let me say goodbye. I did actually get a couple of more questions, so I'm pretty sure, even though I answered like 3 or 4 now, there is still technically like another 15 to go. Whoops, that's for episode 3. Okay, cool. Let me say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching today's episode 2 of Teacher Time with Shani. That's me. And let me pull this forward. That's me. I hope you guys, the announcement was made last night about the lockdown, so please everybody prep. Do not what's when you hectic buy, what's that thing called? Panic buy. Do not panic buy. Do not panic buy. Just get your necessities. Make sure your pets are taken care of. All their food is there, and their medications. If your pets are on special medications, and your medications, do not forget to take your medications if it is necessary. And yeah, just have a chill time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Ching ching. All right. So there was a little bit of a situation. Basically, I forgot to actually tell you all the story of how I got locked in the school. So basically what happened was, it's actually 2 hours after I actually recorded this whole video, but I feel like this is important. I need to tell y'all. So what happened was, it was after a gala ended at 6, and in my mind I'm thinking, it's gonna take everybody like maybe like an hour or so just to get everything packed up. Let me just go and finish some last bits of things. Cool. So I go to my class and I'm like, okay, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this a bit, maybe go finish this, or maybe I should just try and do this. Long story short, an hour and a half passed, and I didn't even realize. I'm just like, I'm gonna walk out the school, live my life, you know, go home, chocolate free or something like that. Anyways, so then as I leave my classroom, lock my door, as I get into the school, wow, and I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, I got locked in the school. There was like no one there. And the thing is, the way that our school is laid out is that you have to go through the main school to get out. But now I'm in the main school. What was that noise? Oh, now I'm in the main school, but like the building, but all the doors are locked, all of them. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And this alarm is going off. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, police is gonna come. They're gonna come arrest me. I'm gonna go to jail because they're gonna be like, oh, you know, like, I'm a teacher. They're gonna prove it. And I'm gonna be like, I don't know how to prove it. Can't do, the whole school is there. So I don't know what other proof you need. But anyways, so yeah, so then I was like freaking out. So I called Auntie Sue. I'm like, Auntie Sue, please come and save me. I'm stuck in the school. And then she's like, my darling child, what is going on? So I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I'm locked in the school. And she's like, okay, I'm coming to save you, my darling. So I'm like, okay, thank you, thank you. So then I had to sit there awkwardly by this one door gate thing, and I had to just listen to the alarm goes on like wow wow, and then it stops for a bit, and then it goes wow wow, and then it stops for a bit. And my anxiety every time, oh my gosh, like yo, that was a hectic time in my life. Anyways, then 10 minutes later, Auntie Sue pops up, and I'm just like, hello Auntie Sue, thank you so much for coming and saving me. And she's like, oh my darling child, just pose quickly, I want to take a picture. So she took pictures of me standing behind bars because that gate had bars. So I'm holding on and I'm like, Auntie Sue, man, you know? And then she just took the picture, she shared it here, then everywhere. Oh, good times. And that's the story about how Shani got locked in the school. Thank you, Auntie Sue, for saving me. Yeah.